Hi, it's Jonna. I'm a realtor with HomeSmart Professionals Real Estate here in Rhode Island. And I'm here today to talk to you about this letter that people in Coventry received yesterday. Most of them were received yesterday. And what it is, it's a letter from the town of Coventry, office of the assessor, and it's telling you that your property values have gone up. And the first thing that I want to tell you is please don't panic, because this is a statistical revaluation, and it is required by the state of Rhode Island. They mandate that the cities and towns do a statistical reval every 3 years and an actual total reval where they actually come out and see your home every 9 years. So that's required by the state of Rhode Island. So yes, your property values have gone up, and the state of Rhode Island has a cap on the total amount that the taxes levied can go up in a city or town without getting approval from the state house. That cap is 4%. Total reval, the total amount of the property values in Coventry times the tax rate, cannot increase more than that amount in any given year. So if the overall amount of the values in the town have gone up, then the tax rate must be lower in order to make that cap work. So it's really a numbers game. So with this revaluation, you do have the opportunity to dispute your assessed value. And there are a couple of things that you can do to prove to the city or town that you live in that your property is worth less than what they're telling you it is. So the first thing is you can visit their website. Coventry has hired Northeast Revaluations to handle all of their revaluations. That's been going on for a few years now. So you want to visit their website. It's nereval.com, and I'm going to put that link down below for you. So you can visit their website and you can see what your neighbors' homes are worth. So say the house across the street from yours is very similar to yours, and it's valued at, $20,000 less than yours. You can use that as evidence. Hey, wait a minute, my assessment is a little bit out of line here. So that's one thing that you can do. The other thing that you can do is you can visit Zillow.com and you can search for recently sold properties. And I'm going to show you how to do that right here. I'm going to show you how to search for some recent sales in your neighborhood. So what you want to do is go over to Zillow.com, and when you click in this box right here, it's going to ask you what you want to search for. So you're going to click on your current location if you're at home. If you're not at home when you're doing this, then you want to use your home address. So what you want to do is you're going to come over here to this box, and it's probably going to say for sale if this is the first time that you've been in here. So you want to scroll down to the bottom and you want to click on the sold. Click done. And this is going to show you some recently sold homes in your neighborhood. So you can scroll through this and see if you recognize any of the street names from your town, say this one. So if this one is similar to your home, you can scroll down here. You can get some photos of the house, and you can see that it sold for $225 it actually sold yesterday on February 20th of 2020. So you want to make note of this address, and you may also want to print out this screen so that you can show, and I mean this is definitely contingent on this being lower than your assessed value, so that you can show that this recent home sale, which would be the actual market value of this home, is actually less than your similar home. And that's what you want to show to the appraisal company that will help you to dispute your tax assessment. You can use that as evidence also to say, wait a minute, the actual market value of my home is $20,000 less than what you're telling me. So it's a pretty straightforward process, and what I've disputed my taxes probably every year that I've had the opportunity to do that, and I've almost always reduced my assessed value. One pro tip that I want to let you know about is you are not under any obligation to let the appraisers into your home. You don't have to let them in, you don't have to schedule an appointment, and you're probably better off not doing that, especially if you have a nice house. If your house is well kept, if your house is, in good condition, you don't want to let them in because they're going to value your home higher. And so don't let them in. And even if you don't let them in, you still have the opportunity to dispute your assessed value. So don't worry about that. I don't let them in, and I've always disputed it. So you go, you meet with their appraiser, and you just give them your evidence that says that my home is worth less than what you're telling me it is. I've always had my tax assessment lowered. So I've also helped quite a few of my clients and acquaintances, friends, to dispute their assessed value as well. And as far as I know, everyone's been successful except for one person. And that person, it was a really strange situation because she had just purchased her home for less than what the assessed value was. And when she disputed it, they denied it. She actually had an appraisal that showed that her home was worth what she paid for it. And that was lower than the assessed value. And they still wouldn't lower it. So if Northeast doesn't lower it, you still have the opportunity to dispute it with the town. And if I were her, I would have done so. I don't know if she did. I provided her with the materials, and she could have done so. And she probably would have had her tax base lowered at that point because Coventry wouldn't have known what to say to her. She had all the comparables in her appraisal report, as well as the comparables that I gave to her. When you meet with the appraiser from Northeast, you definitely want to be professional. You don't want to get angry. You don't want to say, there's no way my house is worth this. Don't let emotions get involved. If you aggravate the appraiser, they may not change your appraisal. They may just disregard everything that you've given them. So you need to be professional. You need to not let emotions get involved in this. And if you meet with the town, if Northeast doesn't reduce your appraisal, you can go to the town and you can also meet with them. Do not, I repeat, do not challenge them and be rude to them and tell them your actual feelings, because it's not going to be to your benefit. And that's all you can do. And hopefully they will reduce your assessment. So again, don't panic. Your taxes probably won't go up much more than the cap amount. But if you want to reduce them even further, and it could mean that you spend, an hour or so on the computer doing some research and you get your taxes lowered a couple $100. Well, you've earned $200 in an hour. So that's definitely well worth your time. If you need any assistance with this, if you would like me to put together a report for you, my link is down below. You can contact me, send me, your home address, and I will try to pull some comparables for your property that have recently sold. Realtors have access to all that information. The information on Zillow isn't always that accurate. They may miss things, and they may not have certain homes, certain recent sales on there. The MLS that realtors use is very accurate and up to date. You can contact me, and I'd be happy to look and see if I can find anything for you. It's been tough because there haven't been a lot of houses on the market. The lack of inventory is holding back the real estate market. So it may be a little tough to find some comparables that would help you, but I would definitely be willing to give it a try for you. And if you have any questions, definitely reach out to me. My information will be down below, and consider subscribing for more real estate news in Rhode Island. Also, I share a lot of tips for homeowners, maintenance tips and different general interest information. So it's not just all dry real estate talk. It's some interesting stuff that you might want to subscribe. So please consider subscribing, and definitely give me a thumbs up. That's the best compliment you can give me. Thank you.